Yo, what up, nyagas? It's your boy, Filoshko here. And I should be sleeping, but my throat hurts. And my nose is running non-stop. I should definitely take some medicine tomorrow or something. Some Russian medicine until I feel better. And I've been getting sick for so long. My problem is whenever I start getting sick, it takes me forever to actually get sick. So if I start getting sick on Tuesday, I'll be sick around Friday 3 weeks later. You know, I just feel little tiny symptoms, and then weeks later, bam, I get sick. So I'm still in the process of something coming up. I don't know what it is, some Russian flu or something, but it's on its way. But until it gets here, I'm gonna keep making videos and stuff, so I can use my time as valuable as possible. But anyway, I guess I'm going to get to part 2 of my video about morality and is slavery wrong on a universal or godly level. Now, I've had a lot of good feedback. One idiot, but I had a lot of good feedback from atheists and stuff, who are saying some very interesting things, you know, the mind basically has ways of telling someone something's right or wrong, and how some animals won't kill for no reason. And those are things I definitely agree with. I definitely agree with those things. It's science. It makes a lot of sense. But what I was basically trying to say in the video is that there are 2 things I was saying. One, about the whole God thing, saying something's right or wrong, and it's not true, because we control us. It's not a God, it's not a book. Well, I mean, it controls you if you let it, but I mean, it's not really what's controlling us. It's not a God who's stopping things from happening and things like that. And the other point, when it's not about religious things, it's just a simple fact that societies throughout time believe different things and feel certain ways. Now, my point is, regardless of how many people minds work properly in your opinion, or how many people's minds are similar, there's always different minds. There's always different minds. Not just talking about psychopaths or just talking about crazy killers. No, I'll give many examples. One of the examples someone gave in the video I made, he said, we can all basically agree that murder's wrong. And I'm like, you crazy? You crazy. Murder's wrong for most people. Now, for most people, sure. But in every century, at least to my knowledge, there's a lot of killing going on. But what happens when these murders and killings happen, the person usually claims self-defense. For example, if there's some black guy murdered and killed somewhere in the South of America, he's murdered and killed, blah, 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 and they don't feel it's wrong. People say, why would you do that? How can you murder these people? How can you murder this guy for no reason? That person can say, I'm defending the white land. This is our white land. He doesn't belong here. Who's to say he's wrong for saying this is white land? Now, of course, he's wrong, actually, according to the Constitution and stuff. Yes, but the point is, he's doing that even if he's not a psychopath. Even if he's not a psychopath, or they are not psychopaths. They're doing it because they feel it's right. They feel it's self-defense. They feel that that is the right thing to do for humanity. Because another person made a comment saying, right or wrong is based on the positive. I've got exactly how I said it. Sorry, it's early in the morning. But based on the advantages for the human race, basically. That one made me laugh. I wish that were true, but it's not. People aren't out just looking to forward the human race. People are usually out to forward what they believe in and the people like them. That's usually what it's about. That's usually what it's about. Like, someone left a comment on my page saying about genocide and murder going on in other countries. They're like, what, you don't care? And it's like, look, dude, it's unfortunate, but what can I do? You know, that unfortunately, that has nothing to do with me, man. If you can actually take into account all the murders and messed up things that go on in the world, it's a lot. What can I do about it? Like, especially when it's not in my country. My tax dollars aren't going to that. What can I do about it? Really, if you can tell me what I can do about all the bad things going on in the world, let me know. You understand? It's crazy. If you think about it all, it's crazy. So when I hear about all these other things going on in the world, I mean, it sucks, but there's nothing I can really do about it, so I don't dwell on it too much, because there's nothing I can do. It's not because I'm not a liberal or something. It's just because there's nothing I can do, because the world is huge, and there's a lot of fucked up shit, and there's nothing I can do about it. And so then there's that one. And then someone also asked me, why did I make the video? Because I felt, the reason why I made the video actually is because ever since I was a kid, I take into account of things that I take into account the things that have happened throughout history and still happen today as if I was there. So if I learn about slavery, I see myself on both sides. I imagine being a slave master, being a slave owner, being a slave master and a slave. Or for the Holocaust, I'll see myself as a Nazi, and I'll see myself as a Jewish person in the camp, or a Russian person, or a mentally retarded person in the camp, whatever it may be. So no matter what I learned about through history, I always put myself in both situations. But whenever I put myself in both situations, I always find my mind thinking different things, feeling different ways. Like when I take over a character, I try to take over a character. But what I realized was like, damn, every time I'm a different character, the whole entire world looks different to me. Now, there was one idiot who thinks they're a genius on my last comment feed talking some shit about if someone's colorblind, they see the world. That's different, asshole. That's completely different than a moral view of something that should or shouldn't happen. That's totally different. If you see 2 plus 2 as equaling 5, you're an idiot because the evidence shows otherwise. You're an idiot. It's just absolutely wrong because of what we call it. If we call a circle, it's a circle. If you see a circle as square, you're wrong because the dictionary will fucking prove you wrong. This is different. I'm talking about a universal or godly law. And when I speak about something as a universal or godly law, it's beyond us to define. That's what I mean. It is beyond us to define. So if you're saying something like, our minds is what tells us something is right and wrong, you're wrong. Because anything you can mention in morality, there's someone else. I guarantee you there's someone else who's like, nah, I don't agree with that. I would do it. No matter how fucked up it is. Someone says some shit like, oh, if with your way there's no universal right or wrong, that's bullshit. Our minds know better. That's why people don't fuck their mothers. I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, I don't even want to go through how many times in history that happens and how much that shit still happens today. I mean, it's funny because in the video I gave an example of pedophilia. Apparently this guy thinks pedophilia is better than having sex with your mother. Well, I'll tell you, sir, it isn't. Because kids are very young. They don't know what's going on. They're being raped. At least your mother will mentally understand what's going on. So that didn't shock me at all. That didn't take it up a level. You took it down a level. So that was stupid. And it's just about getting people to think. But I like seeing that I have a lot of atheists on my page who think similar ways and disagree on a logical level. I love that. I wouldn't try to insult you guys for disagreeing unless you disagree like an idiot. But I agree. But I like that you guys disagree and stuff. But I can't change my mind that there's no universal right or wrong, because no matter what you mention, no matter how many people have that mentality, there's always people with a different mentality. They could be intelligent too. It doesn't matter. They all have different mentalities. And the fact that our minds are capable of having these different mentalities and opinions on our own personal morality, that shows there's no universal morality. There isn't a universal morality. It isn't. The only way something could be universal is when something is 100% when it comes to morality. Now, please no one bring up something like, so you're saying all humans, if a human's born without a thumb, he's not a human anymore, because according to you, it has to be 100%. No, that's different. That's science. We understand that mistakes happen. We understand it, because a human could be born with 3 arms and shit. We understand that mistakes happen throughout science. But the difference is, when it comes to morality, it's that people are not comfortable admitting certain things. You see, if a human's born with 2 heads, we know that's still a human, even though we teach that a human's born with 1 head. But when it comes to morality, a lot of us are really uncomfortable just saying certain things. And this is one of them that's extremely uncomfortable, but it's very true. That there is no absolute morals. That's what scares people. That's what scares people. And the reason why I'm teaching it is because it's just how it is. And I just want people to realize this, that we control us. Only we. Only we? Only us. Only we control us. There's no outside control, you know. And then the last one, I also spoke about consequences being the reason people don't do things. Yeah, but I also said your mentality as well. So I gave the example of a guy who murdered a woman and buried her, and all day and all night could sleep. Oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. Yeah, your emotions can stop you too. You know, when I see a person, even if I can get away with it, I'm not just going to kill that person because I don't want to do it. My emotions just don't allow me to do it, and I don't see the point. Of course, that's another reason people don't do things, because they just don't want to do it. I mean, I'm not jumping up and down right now, not because there's a consequence, but just because I don't want to. I just thought that would be obvious. I didn't think I'd have to say that. Not everybody wants to do bad things. Not everybody wants to do good things. But what stops people from doing what they want a lot is consequences. When it's bad, oh, it's the consequences. It's the consequences. Because if you want to do something bad, but there's nothing to stop you, what's stopping you? You're going to do it if you want to do it, of course. You have to have a want to do it. So I guess that's all I'm really trying to say. I like reading you guys' stuff. Have some real cool subscribers who always write things. I love reading it, even when it's really long. I love reading it. But it's interesting. I finally found something that I disagree with most atheists on, and it's about the universal right and wrong. And I would just say to you atheists once again, thanks for your opinions and stuff, but I'm sticking with my view on this because, like I said, if it's 100% morally right or wrong, everybody would have it. Every human would have it. It would be universal through us all. But what's sad is there's nothing universal in us all. And it is scary, dude. It's scary as hell, but you don't see how the world is. You don't see how even things that are normal to us, or even some of us may even feel good about. For example, we may even celebrate. Let's take World War II. You know what I'm saying? Let's take World War II. What the Americans did to the Japanese, a lot of people celebrated that shit. And that's a lot of murder. That's a lot of murder, homie. Not a lot of people cried about it, but it was a lot of murder. But that doesn't benefit humanity, does it? No, not really. But it benefited us. A lot of people are a whole lot more about us than humanity. So right and wrong being based on humanity, I wish that were true, but it's not. It's based on us and our people. That's kind of why I have the, if it's not happening in America, I don't feel that badly about it. Not that it's not a bad thing, which it is a bad thing to me, but it's just, there's nothing I can do, nigga. There's nothing I can do. What do you want me to do, I almost felt a little bad when I read that comment saying all these things going on in the world, you don't think it's wrong. Sure, it's wrong to me because I don't like it, but it's not a universal wrong, and that's why it's happening. Because those people who are doing it don't feel it's wrong. They feel they're defending themselves sometimes, and it feels like they're benefiting them and their people, and those people they're killing or torturing don't matter. They're not good for the future in their eyes. So they're defending humanity in their eyes a lot of the time. So it's just crazy how people can think so differently. But what is the solution? Well, there really is no solution. We just got to keep consequences in place for everybody. Every country needs consequences. That's why I like the UN. I mean, America's very powerful. But if we fuck around too hard, we could get some consequences. Other countries will come after us. Those are some consequences. Even if we're the most powerful country in the world, you have other countries that could combine and be more powerful than us. That's consequences. So we have to behave ourselves on a certain level. You know what I mean? And every country like that. And that's why I like the UN, because we kind of police ourselves with that whole thing. The world comes together, you talk, blah blah blah, kind of help each other out. And I think I tackled everything I wanted to in this video. I know Sasha didn't make any videos yesterday, but what the fuck was she doing? She slept like all day. She woke up like an hour before the sun went down, and I like doing videos with her in the natural sunlight because her eyes are like really blue. It's crazy, her eyes are blue. And that's basically it. Now guys, early morning video. I'm going to try to go back to sleep or make some more tea or something. Later.